Dark Discoveries is a podcast that dives into the darker corners of history, mystery, and the downright bizarre. We discuss real events that may include graphic details, adult themes, and strong language. Not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
We're here to inform, entertain, and maybe make you laugh nervous in public, but never to glorify the criminals or make light of their victims. Our research is thorough, but hey, we're not perfect.
We don't claim to be historians, so if we get something slightly off, blame Jimbo. All opinions are our own, and sometimes even those are questionable.
Welcome back to Dark Discoveries. I'm your host, Jimbo, and today I'm joined by...
Dustin!
And I'm Jackie. I'm glad he remembered his name.
It took me a minute. That awkward pause got me again.
Tonight we are diving into one of the wildest theories I have ever came across on the internet, and Dustin had mentioned it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, man, I don't know. And then I seen a TikTok video, and I said... Oh, well, we're going to cover it.
Yeah.
Let me clarify first before you say anything, Dustin. Let me clarify. This is 100% not true. I do not believe. I do not need his lawyers coming after me for defamation of character. I do not need a lawsuit. I do not need a cease and desist.
Oh, I want to cease and desist.
True. Not for this, I don't.
Where's the bodies, Garth?
We are talking about, is Garth Brooks a serial killer?
Dun, dun, dun.
But let's think about it. He had the song Friends in Low Places. I guess he was wrong. I guess he was wrong. He did not belong.
Yeah.
I thought it was...
But I guess he had been there before.
I listened to Bob and Tom. I thought it was Friends in Crawl Spaces.
Oh, no.
Please tell me you've heard that.
This is going to be one of those episodes. If you've liked and listened to this long enough, this podcast, this is going to be one of those episodes that is off the cuff. Jackie has no notes. Dustin's got his computer out Googling stuff. But, across the world of entertainment, conspiracy theories cling to celebrities like ghost stories or like the gym, what are they called? The gym pants, the little things that stick up in your butt. You pull them out, they're stuck to your hair.
A dingleberry?
A dingleberry. Like Dustin's dingleberries.
I don't have dingleberries. I do not use a bidet, but I do keep my butt clean. When you're fat, you can't be fat and smelly.
So let's face it. The celebrities have been cited, for years. Like Elvis worked at a truck stop. I've seen him. Elvis is a preacher, right? The guy that they think.
I tried to get married by Elvis, but that is where the wife drew the line.
I tried to get married, but my mom drew the line on it. And I was like, aw. And so she was like, we are not having an Elvis wedding. I was like, it's so much cheaper.
and then if I could get Elvis to marry us in a drive-thru, it'd save us even more money.
Right? See, you get it. Yeah, you get it.
We had Avril Lavigne replaced by a clone.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
You had Paul McCartney replaced by
You have Beyonce, that was an immortal goddess, right?
Oh, it wasn't Katy Perry.
JonBenet Ramsey.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, I no lie. Before I came, I was, printing some stuff. I was talking to Dustin, and a video came on that said Erica Kirk was actually JonBenet Ramsey.
Really?
And I said, I'll have to save that link and go back and watch that because
check that out.
there's no way.
Yeah, I remember hearing that one.
But there is one theory that has taken on a life of his own, one to attach to one of the most successful country artists of all time. Dustin, how successful has he been?
Man, Garth Brooks. Total album sales of over 170 million records sold worldwide. As of 2020, he's the best-selling solo artist in America with over 162 million records sold in the U.S. alone.
It's ridiculous.
And was it like 1 million ticket sales at the Indianapolis show when he came back on his... It was the show before I got to go to.
I saw him in Louisville.
So I went to day 2 when he was in Indy. The next day, which I think it was a double shot. I think it was like the first show on Sunday.
Like the matinee?
Yeah. He hit like over like 1 million or however many millions of tickets sold. and they had shirts and different things that they had on all the seats, which, like I said, if you get the chance, if he does any more touring and you haven't seen him,
He is a great performer, a great act to watch.
he, puts on a hell of a show.
Yes,
Like
he does.
I'm more of a rock guy. I can appreciate all types of music, but he put on probably one of the top 3 shows, if not the top I've ever seen.
When I saw him in Louisville, his wife, which is Dustin,
Trisha Yearwood.
thank you, she was sick. So he got out there and he said, "Hey," he said, "I hate to be the bearer of bad news." He said, "But Trisha's sick." He said, "So I guess I'm just going to have to pick up her slack." And he did X amount of more set than what he
my
was normally
gosh.
doing. It was so
Aw.
cool.
That's cool.
He's one of my all-time favorites, so I can't say nothing bad. That's why I don't believe this story.
And he's also this is a little fun fact that the first and only artist in history to receive 9 RIAA Diamond Awards for 9 albums certified with over 10 million units sold each.
All right, Dustin, pull up the top 10 Garth Brooks songs. Let's see if Jackie and I can get through.
Okay, so the
Hang on, let us name
top
them
10
off.
songs.
Is number 1 Friends in Low Places? It has to be, right?
I don't think they're technically in order.
Oh, it's Friends in Low Places on there.
It is on the list.
Jackie, I'm going to shoot it over to you.
Thunder rolls.
Thunder Rolls is on the list.
How about Unanswered Prayers?
Unanswered Prayers is on the list.
How about The Dance?
The Dance is on
dang
the
it.
list.
Yep, that was a good one. Yeah, I don't know.
What are we at?
I think that's
I think that's 4.
Let's go with, how about the old, there's no Chris Gaines on there, is there?
Did he even really put out any? I think he did one album as Chris
he
Gaines.
did.
Now, Chris Gaines
about-
could be the serial killer. I don't know.
How about The River?
The River is on the list.
Man, Standing
Look at
Outside the
you.
Fire?
You're doing good.
I don't know if that's on there. It might not be.
That one is not on the list.
Oh,
2 pina coladas.
That wasn't. That was.
he did a cover of it, though.
No, did he?
okay.
Okay.
How about Beaches of Cheyenne?
Nope.
Baton Rouge.
Yeah,
Baton Rouge is not on the list.
Really?
My favorite song isn't on the list.
Oh, no. What's your favorite song?
I can't tell you till we're done because then you're going to try to. You'll know it's not that.
I don't know. I'm lost. Okay.
He's put out so many. And he had the No Fences album, and he had like 4 CDs in a row that were just outstanding.
His first album was fantastic.
Yeah. What She's Doing Now.
Nope.
Man, I don't know. Give us one, Dustin.
So I'll go through the list. My honorable mention was Rodeo. That is my favorite Garth Brooks
yeah,
song.
rodeo. Yeah.
It was like the 3rd song he played, and I'm like, hell, I could go home now and be happy. Like, I didn't think he was going to do that one. So The Dance, Friends in Low Places, If Tomorrow Never Comes,
Oh, If Tomorrow Never Comes.
which The Dance is considered his like signature song. That was his first number 1 hit. If Tomorrow Never Comes. Unanswered Prayers, The Thunder Rolls, The River, Much Too Young,
Yep.
Ain't Going Down.
Till the Sun Comes Up.
That's the top 10. And
What about Long Neck Bottle?
there's, like I said, that's the thing about somehow that's got as many, 19 number 1 hits.
I would say
19
ridiculous.
number 1s on the Billboard Hot Country chart. Like, it's hard to take those other 9 and not put
But
in
I
that
would
list.
say Friends in Low Places probably put him on the map as far as
If Tomorrow Never Comes was his
that was
first
good
number
to-
1
yeah,
hit. So
that whole thing was good. That
and
whole era.
wasn't that on the first album?
All of them were, weren't they?
But wasn't one of them a cover?
I don't know.
I hate. There's one thing I don't care for is like new artists. They come in and do a cover, so they're piggybacking off of somebody else's success. Some people do great.
Well, it's like
But make it on your
what
own.
was the Armageddon song where you had Leanne Rimes and you also had
And
was
I
it-
don't want to miss a thing.
and who was the other one? Faith Hill or Leanne
I thought you were
Rimes?
talking about the
There was
Steven
2 of them
Tyler
that did
song.
it. I don't remember
No idea.
now.
I'm not a big country music person. I just know a few because this is what my parents grew up listening to,
So
or I grew up listening to
So
them.
let's
listening
just
to
put like his first album. Let me get.
was that the No Fences album?
The first one was self-titled. So the songs on the first album that we would know, If Tomorrow Never Comes, Much Too Young, The Dance. So that's 3 big songs on the first album. And there's other songs that you're going to know, but that was just like the first 3 that really pop out. And it's like, at this time, if you had 1 or 2 good songs that are just good that you liked on an album, I thought that was a win because it's so hard to get an album that's not a greatest hits that's good start to finish.
So a rumor found in the depths of the old internet forums, comedy, podcast, and social media jokes claims bizarrely that Garth Brooks might secretly be a serial killer. It is a theory built entirely on speculation, memes, strange coincidences, mysterious album art, and the odd backstory of his alter ego, Chris Gaines, which I always thought that cover was funny when he had like the hair come down.
Yes, very emo.
Is he trying to change his appearance for, There we go. This episode, we're going to explore the cultural phenomenon of that theory as fiction, satire, and public fascination, not as any factual claim, as I had said earlier. Garth Brooks has never been connected to any crime and has no history of violence and remains one of country music's most beloved and respected performers. As you can tell, Dustin and I thought he put on a great show.
Yeah, and just that final tour alone that he was on was 6.3 million
and
tickets.
Didn't he sell
6.3 million on one tour tickets. And it's not giving me a total number of tickets, but it's just, I just want to preface that I said like a million.
Now, the one thing I don't
deal,
like that he did is he sold like all of his rights to Apple Music, is Amazon Music, I think, Amazon, because I can't get them on Apple, like his CDs and stuff. I thought that was kind of mad, but I know he sold it for a lot.
Oh yeah, and the thing that I liked about it was I had pretty good seats for like $80. That like all the tickets were the same price. Like he doesn't like you have to get in there and get in line and get it, but you could be front row for the same as you're going to be somewhere mid. You're not paying an absorbent
premium
amount of money just to be in there.
Like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and now post-COVID, tickets for concerts are crazy.
Yeah.
You almost have to mortgage your house for it.
So this isn't an accusation by any means. This is an exploration of why people create such theories and why this particular one became so popular. So let's talk about the origins of this theory. The roots of the Garth Brooks secretly kills people concept can be traced not to law enforcement or investigative journalism, but to internet comedy culture. Podcasters and comedians began suggesting jokingly that something, quote, just felt off about Brooks' wholesome, polished, and almost over-friendly persona. His dramatic emotional swings on stage, his intense staring at the crowd moments, and the bizarre marketing around his alter ego, Chris Gaines, added fuel to the joke. The ideal spread not because anyone believed it, but because the contrast was hilarious. The happiest, most clean-cut country icon secretly hiding a dark secret. The internet loves contradictions, and this one grew into a running gag. No credible evidence has ever surfaced. No real-world cases connect to him. It is entirely fiction.
I love a good, conspiracy, but I just wish this had more depth.
Yeah. But like many sensational ideas, the theory evolved into something fans began dissecting for fun. So the public personality of Garth Brooks. The theory thrives because Brooks presents an image so relentlessly wholesome that some people, especially digital age skeptics, find it almost uncanny. Brooks is known for emotional performances that swing between excitement and tears, a careful, curated, family-centered brand, extremely polished public behavior, dramatic, intense facial expressions when speaking to crowds, and a devotion to fans that borders on ceremonial. In essence, he appears, quote, too good, and in a culture that constantly digs for hidden darkness, some people twist goodness into a mystery. This phenomenon is psychological. The cleaner the image, the more people project shadows onto it. Now, Dustin, have you ever watched any of his music videos?
It's probably been a long time since I've watched any. The last thing I'm going to say I've watched was, besides in concert, was like the live at like the Wynn in Vegas. And gosh, before that, it was probably a good 10 or 15 years since he put out a music video. So we're talking mid to late 90s when he probably stopped making videos.
Yeah. And did you see, was it MTV finally pulled the plug?
Only on certain channels. MTV still exists and is airs on their main channel.
Would you like to see him go back to music videos only?
Yes.
Like
I would like to
Yes.
see him get back to like the original where you had like the Real World and then like Road Rules and then predominantly music throughout, because that's how you found it. But people spent stupid money in the end of music videos to make video, and it just didn't make sense.
Nobody has music videos anymore.
Nobody.
A lot of your smaller independent artists will put together music videos. Yeah. They just don't have the budget that used to, because the record industry has changed dramatically
It has.
over the last
But unfortunately, this was the way that most people
10 to 15 years, huh?
met and saw their people for a long time.
you're putting a face to the voice. And
All right, Jackie, what was the first video ever on MTV when it came on live on the air?
shoot,
Do you
I know this. Crap.
I don't know the name of the song.
I know it.
Do you?
I do, and I can't freaking think of it.
Video killed the radio star.
Yes.
All right, so then we're going to talk about in 1999, Garth Brooks shocked the music world by announcing an alter ego, Chris Gaines, a fictional Australian-American pop star with a fabricated biography involving sex addiction, near-death experiences, strange family tragedies, and a secretive, brooding lifestyle. The project confused fans and critics. Many wondered, why would one of the biggest country singers in history suddenly create a dark, troubled alter ego? Was he hiding something?
Yes, he's a murderer.
In conspiracy circles, again, purely fictitious and comedic, the Gaines character is treated as a glimpse into Brooks' hidden psyche, as if the persona exposes something he keeps buried. Psychologists studying celebrity personas note that alter egos often explore themes performers avoid in their main careers. Gaines was moody, wounded, and unstable, the polar opposite of Brooks' cheerful cowboy energy. Internet theorists seized on this contrast. So how about some suspicious coincidences?
So I just want to mention that was a colossal failure.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Only a handful of like promotional stuff was done, like performance wise. The fans did not like it.
It kind of looked like Chris Angel.
Yeah.
Chris Angel before Chris
and it
Angel.
was like Australian. It was weird. Yeah.
Jackie, this is going to go over her head, but it really reminds me of like World Class Championship Wrestling with Fritz Von Erich.
No idea.
I can't remember who it was he brought in that was like married into the family and said he was German, and they were like, no, he's not. And like the fan, like
They revolted, dude.
They bought in hook, line, and sinker that Fritz was German and he wasn't. But when they like lied to like make him part of the family, the fans revolted. And this is a time when people thought it was still real. And it's like the same, like probably massive revolt that music fans had with Garth Brooks. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's not you. This is bull crap. We don't want this.
Right. But conspiracy theorists online began creating lists of evidence, quote, none of it holds actual weight, but the internet thrives on patterns, even imaginary ones. Among the fictional clues often repeated are, number one, the concert demographic theory. Garth Brooks has performed for millions. Some joke that if he were a serial killer, his touring schedule would give him nationwide access to victims, similar to fictionalized trucker killer types. You know, like
Yeah.
This is satire, of course, but it became a meme. Every city he plays, someone goes missing. Coincidence?
What was the
Again, it's not factual.
I love Tom Segura. He's the one who's like come up with this whole
what was
theory.
it? The Tucky Trucky killer from Reno 911?
I don't know.
I
Didn't
don't
watch
know
it.
that one.
You didn't watch Reno? Oh man. All right, movie time tomorrow.
Number two, the album cover symbolism theory. Fans analyzing album art claim hidden messages. There's shadowy silhouettes, lone highways, stormy skies, and symbolic themes of dual identity.
Ooh.
Art scholars argue these themes are common in country storytelling, not evidence of criminal behavior. But now you start thinking about Thunder Rolls, where she's heading back from somewhere she knows she shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm starting to get on that side, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just keep in mind, I'm pretty sure Garth didn't write much of his music, if any.
Oh, well, Chat GPT, like you know,
No, it's that's my biggest beef in music is you get to a label and they shop out songs to where, we're giving you the chance for this song because we think it's going to be big, and then you get it and then you do it and it just doesn't have the meaning. Like the music's good, it just doesn't hit the same.
And number three, the deadpan video message theories. Brooks' social media videos in which he speaks slowly, calmly, and sometimes with unusual spacing spawn jokes that he sounds like a man trying very hard to sound normal.
Okay, I have to redact
The
that
internet
station. I was
thrives
wrong.
on exaggeration, and his emotional sincerity became humorous fodder.
Garth did write some of his stuff.
I was going to say.
So he did write Unanswered Prayers, Thunder Rolls, Friends in Low Places.
Thunder rolls.
So If Tomorrow Never Comes was co-written, so I got to take that back.
Take it back, Dustin.
I'm wrong.
You apologize to Garth right now.
I'm sorry, Garth. I'm sorry I
He's
doubted.
coming for you.
I'm sorry I doubted you, but you came up
Well,
in a
Garth,
time.
if you are a serial killer and you're ever in Lebanon, Indiana, you let me know.
Don't come here.
And we'll
Okay.
show you where Dustin
We'll
is.
lock him up. We got the means.
So the psychology of friendly serial killer theories. Why do fans create theories like this? Sociologists point to several cultural forces. Number one, the American love for hidden darkness. I mean, we have Dark Discoveries. The idea that a beloved figure hides a sinister truth appeals to our fascination with duality. From Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde to modern true crime, Double Lives creates dramatic tension. Ooh. You ever like the old double cross, in
Are you
movies?
talking Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
No, I'm just in general, like in movies. Do you like the double wow, the double bam? Like, hey, we got you on one way and then boom, we totally pull you to the other side. The bam, oh, they're back again. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand that stage direction.
Are we talking
Well,
like
you're a theater nerd. You should know the bam, and you should know the
wait a minute,
bam
what?
and the boof and the bada
I feel like
bing.
he's just talking
minute.
wrestling over here.
Oh, man.
There's also a rise of the conspiracy entertainment. The internet has transformed conspiracies into entertainment genres. YouTube essays, Reddit threads, TikTok mysteries, humor and speculations blend until lines are blurred. So, and let's not face it, there are a lot of mentally disturbed people out there that
Yeah.
believe this stuff.
Yeah.
The comfort of fictional villains. It is easier for fans to joke about a harmless celebrity than confront real life dangers. The Garth Brooks theory functions like urban legend rather than accusation. The parasocial projection effect. People project ideals, good and bad, onto celebrities. When someone seems too friendly, some interpret it as artificial or suspicious. This theory thrives not because people believe it, just because it plays with the edges of what feels uncanny. So, you have some celebrities that are really good, with people, interacting with children, so on and so forth. But just because they sign an autograph for, let's say, Jackie's daughter, doesn't make them an automatic pedophile, right? I mean, it's like
Pedo.
you just went to go see Ben Folds.
I love Ben Folds.
If Ben Folds would have came over to your daughter and signed an autograph for her and gave it to her, people have
I
said,
would have taken it.
but would they have said he's a pedophile because
No,
he signed it for
absolutely
her and not nobody else? You know what I'm
No,
saying? But
yeah.
that's what they derive to.
Well, I don't know if you've covered this part. Did you find about the interview in 1989?
Let me consult my notes.
Because there might be some creepy standing with this.
Why don't you go ahead? I'll let you tell it. Tell your tell there, Jackie.
Okay, so back when Garth was a new artist and he was promoting his single "Tomorrow Never Came" or
Never
"Never
Comes.
Comes," yeah, that's the one. Young Garth Brooks stopped by Crook and Chase to discuss his music and a host of other topics. But he might have accidentally let his little mask slip when asked whether he had liked to. When asked if he'd ever like to get into acting, Garth responded with something a little bit dark. I told them if they ever needed somebody to be the bad guy, which is weird, I'd love to be the bad guy. The host told Garth, well, you look like a good guy, but that didn't back Garth down. He responded, okay, I guess. I'd rather kill somebody. That'd be fun. That was how that ended. And you can actually see him in this interview do this. And then he does this villainous laugh afterwards. And
Jimbo,
it's something else.
through the power of editing.
So I sent it to
Play
you
that
guys.
interview.
I was gonna say I sent it to you guys in our
Oh, you already
in our
sent it
chat.
to us.
So yeah, because I've seen this interview before and it is disturbing.
Well, I might put it in here. Let me mark this timestamp.
Yes.
Just in
Or you can
case.
just play it at the end because you can
Absolutely.
link your phone and just play it.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I could, but why is this theory only satire? Let's talk about that. So, a research review of the crime databases, missing persons records, FBI behavioral studies, public interviews, biographical history shows no evidence whatsoever linking Garth Brooks to any kind of crime.
That's because it's his alter ego.
Oh, it's Chris Gaines. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they have the same fingerprints, though.
I'm pretty sure they do too.
Same semen.
But think about it. He might.
What did you just say?
might
What did you just say?
see man.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Semen.
Semen. Yeah.
Gosh, this is going off the rails pretty quick.
What? How
Why?
is that
Because it
going?
doesn't have food?
They got the same fingerprints in semen.
Not fingerprints in semen and semen.
And
semen.
semen. That's what I
Yeah.
said. That's
That is not what you said.
Although I saw a video earlier, and this lady was pranking people at the airport, and she was looking. There's people sitting around. She pulls out this book while her husband's filming her, or whatever, and it says "Cooking with Semen," and she's acting like she's reading it. Oh, and they're all like talking about it, like.
Yeah.
But he has a stable family history, no violent incidences, no accusations, no suspicious financial trails, a decades-long public life with no unexplained gaps.
Yet. But didn't he have an incident like less than a year ago?
Yeah, supposedly he
Allegedly
was getting his hair done or something, makeup for something, and he came in the room naked with a hairdresser or something.
Yeah, and like it was
Friends
sexual
in low
harassment.
places, baby.
Yeah.
And the thing is with this, it's just hard. It becomes society loves a conspiracy.
Right.
Society loves controversy. And sometimes people who are mentally unstable, and I'm not saying that this is the case or it isn't, like to fabricate things to find a way to get paid, to ruin somebody they don't like's reputation. So it's very hard to... That's sad that we live in an age that happens either way.
Well, and let's face it now.
And
these days, AI is so realistic that you may not have even be anywhere in that city or near anybody. But if I said Jackie was robbing a bank in Louisville, Kentucky on Monday at noon, and it shows her going there with a gun and shooting it up and coming out with a bag of money, but Jackie's been at work all day here in Lebanon, Indiana.
Yeah.
So... But what are they going to do? They're going to, well, Jackie, you robbed a bank. You're coming to jail.
And I know some people.
You know what I'm saying? But you have it's
like,
really.
What did I do? Yeah.
I wish I had money.
Does it look like I have money?
And the thing with that is it makes it difficult. It's just like we're going to cover Chris Benoit very soon. It's hard to take what somebody did as a performer and what they do in their personal life. And if they are accused of something or did something heinous, can you still appreciate their work?
Dustin, do you believe Chris Benoit should be in the WWE Hall of Fame?
You can't put. He deserves.
I'm asking you. Based solely on his wrestling performance.
His wrestling performance, yes, but what happened outside, you can't, because it sets a precedent that it's okay, and that's where it becomes that internal toil. Like,
is Jimmy Snuka in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. Is he?
I don't remember.
He shouldn't be.
That's to say, if he was, he shouldn't be.
Morally, shouldn't be. And it's one of those, same thing with here. It's like, and it sucks because if you're a fan of him, it's like, can I still listen to this and appreciate what he did if he is a piece of crap?
Right.
And it's like, we talked about this earlier off air that, the people that you surround yourself with, is important because that's who you are. And it's like, you're almost surrounding yourself with that person. And it's a total bad thing, but that's a current thing. We're still in the 80s and the 90s.
So every measurable data point contradicts this theory that he's a serial killer, okay? So the popularity of the ideal reveals more about the internet culture than Garth Brooks. So it's like the internet, once they get onto something, they don't let up. And
sometimes, like Tom Segura, you take something and you just run with it and you see if you say it,
if you get other people
to believe it or to look into it. And sometimes people want to be a part of things. And if they can be a part of that, they feel included, and that they just try to make it grow and grow and grow.
So like Bigfoot, the Mothman, or celebrity reptilian rumors, the Garth Brooks serial killer theory functions as a digital age folklore story. Folklorists classify modern myths into categories. Number 1, dark parody legends, fictional stories parodying true crime culture.
Ooh, like Abraham Lincoln, vampire hunter?
Yeah.
I just want to know if he really was,
No, but his wife was really having seances in the White House.
Like,
so.
She was crazy.
Yeah, she was.
People laugh. Like, he wasn't a vampire hunter. I'm like,
have you seen that movie?
Crazy. I haven't, but
it's ridiculous.
Is it based on any ounce of truth?
I doubt it.
It's a different time. Like, he could have really,
he could have been Jack the Ripper for all we know.
Maybe felt that way. I know they'd have said that the Jack the Ripper. We believe this guy was like 6'6"
and wearing the same hat. Well, is all the tall man Abraham Lincoln because he's always wearing the hat man? You know what I'm talking about, right? All right,
Jumbo's
number 2,
trying to make the
celebrity shadow tales, exploring hidden darkness behind fame, which I'm sure, like Corey Feldman, you talk about the dark side of Hollywood for childhood actors. Number 3, community building jokes, inside jokes shared among fan groups. And number 4, hyper-real narratives, fiction presented like investigative materials for entertainment. The Garth Brooks theory, it blends all 4 of them together into one big hodgepodge, if you will. Why does this story endure, though? This theory survives because, number 1, it's funny. Okay, let's face it. Garth Brooks being a serial killer, hilarious. And it's actually absurd. It contrasts sharply with his persona. It gives fans something to play with narratively. And because Garth Brooks, with his dramatic personality and emotional delivery, seems like a character straight out of a psychological thriller, while being, in reality, a kind, respectable, extremely successful entertainer. And I don't know if some of that hatred or some of this theory comes from being jealous of him being so famous and making the right decisions and being rich. Let's face it. Filthy rich. He's like Scrooge McDuck of country music. He probably has a vault where he just jumps in there and
he was able to granted it was still a fairly long career when he retired, that he was set for the rest of his life. And then, like you said, you sell your albums, and then all the stuff that he made on these tours, it's just more money than God, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. How much did he sell it for to Amazon?
I don't know. But
it's a lot. But the Garth Brooks as a serial killer claim is not a crime theory. It is not an investigative journalism. It's not a rumor built on any evidence. It is folklore born from the strange imagination of the internet age. And like all folklore, the truth is simple. Garth Brooks is not, I repeat, not a serial killer, but the idea of him being one makes for one fascinating piece of modern myth-making and a pretty fun podcast episode to do to boot.
I was going to say, James, you're going to feel really stupid when in a few months they find all the bodies.
And I'm going to be like, oh, man.
Dang it. I got to take all this back.
$30 million.
$30 million, dude.
It's a lot, but it doesn't seem like enough to.
But let me ask you a question, Dustin. Do you think that was a smart move by selling to Amazon where you can only get it on there? Or do you think he should have went where you could have it on Apple, you could have it on Spotify, you could have it on all these other places?
As popular as he is, like, I don't know like what he brings in revenue himself to have it. I'm sure he still gets some type of royalty, I would think. But it's like you would think that 30 million, like you'd want to artists are like, how much did well, here's the thing too. Is,
Will you finish one sentence before you go to
well,
it?
it's a combination. So Taylor Swift, she didn't get her library because of the way the record deal was
Didn't
set
she
up.
do something where she lost like the first X amount of years of her library?
You re-record it or do it live, then you get the right. There's loopholes there. You get the rights back. So he could do something and get the rights back, or on different stuff that's still the same, re-record or do something. So it could be smart. And she paid lots of money. Like Michael Jackson, like this catalog sold for how much? It was ridiculous. And it's like the Beatles, like buying the Beatles catalog. Like that's you would want that because you would think owning that would make it that much more profitable for you. Artists are struggling to get their content, and he's selling it. It's
backwards.
It's weird. Like I'm not. If you really want to like listen to somebody very, very smart on
Don't listen to this podcast
on this topic,
Wrong show.
on this topic, seriously, look up some stuff with Jelly Roll. He set his own self up like with his deal, and he's like, I don't need you. You want me? I don't need you. I'm making a good living being independent. So this is what I want. This is my demand.
But I've heard he's having some struggles over there in the European tour right now. Have you seen that?
I've seen a little bit. I haven't dove into it.
I haven't either. I heard he got sick and like they're like not treating him very well or something.
Yeah, and it's one
I
of
guess
those.
it's because of the way he looks, probably.
Yeah, like I said, I was listening to him where he talked about having the ability to buy his dream house, but I know it's off topic, on a golf course in a gated community. And they said, no, you're a convicted felon. We will not sell you this because.
And so then he just buys the whole golf course.
Good for him. Yeah.
You know, and then he is, it's one of those like, yeah, bad side, but like I think he's legit a really good person.
Yeah.
And does a lot of good, like Thanksgiving, like going to Nashville where he was, I think, locked up as a teen, and buying Thanksgiving dinner and feeding these people stuff and setting up music programs in these places to try to give them an out. That when you get out, life isn't over. And he's really working hard on like reform because you serve your time. A lot of people come out of it and they're just going to go back to crime. A lot of people come out and they want to change their life, but they can't. They're stuck in that stigma. And he's fighting to make
Sorry, I dropped
himself
my
more
phone.
money to invest into like generational wealth with his family. And then you have $30 million for your collective stuff. And you're already worth 350 or 400 million. Do you need to really sell your work?
Just think about the legacy that Michael Jackson had. All right. How did he set himself up or whatever, where at the end, towards the end of his life, we might have to do a Michael Jackson, is he still alive episode, but where he was doing he had to do X amount of concerts in X amount of days to even break even or whatever. Remember that? I mean, he was putting on like 2 shows a day and all that. But Jackie, why don't you find us a missing child from Nashville, Tennessee, since we're talking about Garth Brooks?
Granted, this was, 20, 30 years ago? Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog for $47 million. Inflation, he sold it for 30. Is Garth bigger than, in the genre? I think he's just as big as the Beatles in his own genre. But it's, how much money did Michael Jackson make off of that catalog?
Right. Where are you going to put Garth Brooks in the all-time country music artists? Is he in the top 10? Top 5?
He's in the top 10 discussion. I don't know. We don't have time to really discuss this because what I like and what you like.
But I mean, why don't you look up the top 10 country music artists? I guess we do it by revenue. I don't know if you can do that because they might say Beyonce and all that now these days. Taylor Swift. I'm sure Taylor Swift's probably
so this
number
just
one
says
now.
Top 10 of all time. And like I said, you'll go to another list and it won't have some of these people on there. But like you have to remember, he's on the top 10. So it could have some legitimacy. Merle Haggard, Hank Williams, Johnny Cash, Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton, Willie Nelson, George Jones, Waylon Jennings, and Garth Brooks. Like, that's a pretty good list. Now, you didn't put in George Strait. I think that's, take whatever.
Toby Keith.
Not putting in, I don't think Toby's on that level.
I don't know, man.
Because what? I don't care about politics, any of that stuff that is kind of making it to where George Strait's kind of on the outs. But 50 number ones?
At least
50 number ones. And I think that was when he was on the album was 50 number ones.
Yeah. He's probably had more.
And I think
after
there's
that.
been 1 or 2 more since, but he's not in the top 10 list.
Honestly, can you give me 5 Merle Haggard songs without even looking?
I'm not that good. No,
Me either. No. So, I mean, I can't either.
Now for the time,
Dolly Parton, maybe I might be able to squeak out 10.
I don't know. Dolly has a legacy, but how much is it really music?
A lot. In the early days. I mean,
in the early days.
Jolene, 9 to 5, I Will Always Love You.
Coat of Many Colors.
Yeah.
You're not going to put Reba McEntire on that list, and she's a fantastic.
Or Trisha. There's so many. I guess if you would put it by female artist and by male artist, maybe you would see a difference. But how is Taylor Swift not on there?
Because it's more pop.
Because she's,
Well, but
not
she
really
started off
country
where, though?
anymore.
She started off in country.
Yeah, but they removed her off of the mural
did she?
they have in Tennessee. Yeah, they covered her up, and Brad Paisley is taking her spot now. So,
What does Brad Paisley and Taylor Swift have in common?
I don't know what.
2 people I've never listened to.
So George Strait's up to 60 number 1 hits.
60.
60.
That's ridiculous.
And you're not putting him on
The top 10.
on the top 10. And
But what is your top 10 criteria, though? Did it say?
I just Googled it. It's a common people. Johnny Cash, I love Johnny Cash. Mm-hmm. He put out a lot of gospel albums that I am not a fan of. It's just not what I like. But he did a lot of brilliant stuff. And he's in that list. And is it legacy? Is it lasting power? Obviously, Willie Nelson's on there with lasting power. You know what I mean? That guy.
I'll never smoke weed.
His story.
I would.
Everything that he's been through is just a testament to just the American spirit. Going bankrupt and still 90 some years old, still touring. Like, Farm Aid. There's all kinds of things.
You got to stop using tour or touring because you can't say if you're saying touring or tourist. Remember? The whole thing. All right,
Tourist
I think
or
Jackie has our
terrorist?
missing child for this episode, or Dustin's never going to land this plane.
All right. So tonight we are looking for Jeremiah Leland Davis, missing case number M408325028. He's been missing out of Nashville, Tennessee since April 5th of 2025. Current age is 16 years old. Any information about Jeremiah, please report to the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department at 615-862-8600, and we will post his information on our social medias.
Yes, Dustin, get on that. Dustin, where can they find us on the social medias that you'll be posting all these things?
You can find us on, just find our link tree. It gives you everything.
Where's the link tree at?
It should be in our podcast description if you copy and paste it. It's on our Facebook page. Should be in the group. You're going to find us on Dark Discoveries. Should be pretty much across all platforms. You have to throw podcast in, look for the logo, and you'll find us.
Well, this has been Dark Discoveries.
Where the deeper you dive, the darker you get. All right.
The darker you get.
The darker you get, the darker it gets. I got thrown. He wasn't talking.
And that's a bad thing?
It was so rare.
Like his steak.
No Tracy Lawrence, no Loretta Lynn, no Patsy Cline, no Alan Jackson, no Reba McEntire, no Toby Keith. No Kenny Rogers. What kind of top 10